Hey there, and welcome. We're surrounded by these old sayings, phrases we've heard a million times. But what if the real punch, the real power, is kind of locked away in the original words? Well, today we're going to crack one open. We're decoding a super famous proverb about work and rest to see what secrets are hiding in plain sight.
I bet you know this one, right? It sounds super straightforward, kind of like something your grandpa would say. Don't be lazy or you'll end up broke. Get to work and you'll eat. Simple enough, right?
But what if that simple translation totally misses the point? What if the person who wrote this way back when chose every single word with surgical precision to send a message that's way deeper, way more psychological? Okay, this is where it gets good. Let's dive in.
All right, so we're going to peel back the layers here. We're going word by word all the way back to the original Hebrew. First up, let's look at the problem this proverb is trying to solve, and then we'll get to the solution.
So check this out. The first half isn't just saying, don't be lazy. No, it's actually this really sophisticated diagnosis of why people are lazy. It frames the whole problem not as something you do, but as a condition of the heart. Pretty deep, right?
And it all kicks off with that first command, love not. Now, in English, love is a huge word, right? It's this big, powerful emotion. But the Hebrew word used here is tehav. And that's where we find our first clue. See, tehav isn't really about a crush or a fleeting feeling. It's talking about a deep, settled affection, a habit. It's about the thing you consistently choose day in and day out. It's what your actions prove you're really attached to. And that's the genius of it. The author isn't just saying, hey, don't sleep in. They're getting at the root cause. They're warning us about falling into a bad pattern, developing this misdirected affection for comfort over contribution. So what is it that we're not supposed to have this affection for?
Well, it's an affection for sleep. The Hebrew word is shina. And yeah, just like with our first word, love, there is so much more going on here than you'd think.
Now, let's be clear. This proverb is not anti-rest. We all need to sleep. But shena, in this context, is symbolic. It's not about the 8 hours you need to be a functional human. It's an emblem of excess, of sloth. It's about choosing laziness as a lifestyle.
You gotta understand, for the people hearing this for the first time, shena was like a code word, a cultural shortcut. The second they heard it, it immediately brought to mind this specific kind of unproductive, indulgent lifestyle. So the warning is really against a habitual love of doing nothing. And the consequence of that? Well,
the saying goes, you will come to poverty. But the original Hebrew term, teverish, it paints a much darker picture than just being broke. This word isn't just about your bank account being empty. It describes this passive slide, this slow fall into a state of total vulnerability. We're talking socially and economically. It means losing your reputation, your security, your whole place in the community. It's about becoming completely dependent on others. And that's why this word choice is so powerful. It makes the danger feel incredibly real, doesn't it? It's not some abstract financial problem. It's a deeply personal, tangible loss of your ability to stand on your own 2 feet.
okay, so that's the diagnosis of the problem. A misdirected love for idleness leads to total vulnerability. Pretty scary, but now let's flip to the second half, because it gives us this powerful, practical antidote, and trust me, it's way more than just wake up early.
The solution kicks off with one single, powerful command, open. In Hebrew, that's pkach. And this isn't a suggestion, it's an imperative. It's an urgent call to do something. But we're not just talking about physically opening your eyelids here. Pkach is a command for cognitive alertness. It means wake up your mind, pay attention, look around you, see your situation for what it is, and spot the opportunities with some good, clear judgment. So this active, mental focus is the perfect opposite to that passive love of sleep, right? It's the very first step to stop that slide into vulnerability. So you're supposed to open what, exactly? The proverb says, open thine eyes. The Hebrew word is einaha. And as you've probably guessed by now, we're not just talking about the two things you see with. Here, eyes is this awesome metaphor for personal vigilance. It means you supervise your own life. You apply diligent attention to your work, your responsibilities. It's all about taking ownership. And this is really the heart of the solution. The author is saying that success doesn't come from luck or what's happening around you. It comes from your personal attention, your focus.
You are the supervisor of your own life. That's empowering.
So when you put all these pieces together, man, you see that this proverb is this tiny masterpiece of persuasion, and it's all built on these incredibly smart, precise word choices. I mean, the contrast could not be more stark. On one side, you have tivarish, that passive slide into complete vulnerability, and on the other side, the reward, seva lachem. That means being satisfied with bread, and not just any bread. We're talking about tangible, concrete provision, the stuff you earned with your own two hands.
So just by digging into the original language, the whole meaning gets transformed, doesn't it? Love isn't just a feeling, it's a dangerous affection. Sleep isn't just rest, it's a symbol for excess. Opening your eyes isn't just seeing, it's an act of mental vigilance. And bread isn't just food, it's the real, tangible result of your hard work.
What's so wild is how this one ancient proverb shows us that the specific words we choose can totally change how we see a problem and how we see the solution. It really makes you wonder, right? What other deep wisdom is just sitting there, hiding in the words we use every single day?